Hello world, I'm Colleen and welcome to my glamorous life. I'm that almost 50-year-old mom with 3 teenagers here to give you helpful tips, tricks, and honest reviews. And on Wednesdays, we typically do weird history and makeup, but I thought today maybe we'd have a little conversation about the wee people, the leprechauns. After all, it's St. Patrick's Day, so we're going to do a green look with Jeffree Star's Blood Money palette and some Lit Cosmetics glitter, and talk about the leprechauns. So let's get to it. The leprechaun, that lovely little green imp that everybody's out to catch, especially on St. Patty's Day. Okay, so he is a solitary fairy, part of the Fae, which you don't want to mess with the Fae because it's a little sketchy there. There's a lot of history. That's another video. So he's, okay, I know I talked about the Fae yesterday, but this is not okay. Okay, so the leprechaun. The leprechaun is a solitary fairy that everyone's out to catch, especially on St. Patty's Day. Now we are using, like I said, the Jeffree Star Blood Money palette because what could be more green for St. Patrick's Day? Though technically I should be wearing orange because my family is Scot-Irish, which means we were Protestant from Northern Ireland, but that's okay. Everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to start with the shade Chameleon Fetish and just kind of give me a little bit of a wash, kind of a neutral transition color here. As neutral as green can be. So, leprechauns. The little men dressed in green with red hair and buckle shoes and a little poke hat, right? So, they're allegedly, they have pots of gold at the end of the rainbow that they've hidden. And if you catch one, you're supposed to be able to convince them to take you to their stash and give you their gold. But leprechauns are what I like to call the Loki of Irish folklore. Okay, now why do I say that? Okay, hold on. This is Crocodile Tears, and I'm just kind of lining my crease here with this. Okay, Loki. In the Marvel universe is the trickster. Sometimes good, a lot of times not, typically out for his own benefit, and tricky. Like, you know, you don't want to make a deal with him because odds are pretty good you're going to get burned, right? Now, the leprechaun. Same thing kind of holds true. There is a Disney movie that was on the Disney Channel many years ago called Luck of the Irish, which I absolutely love. Now, the main villain is a leprechaun, of course, and the main hero is a part leprechaun. So this young man finds out he's a leprechaun in the beginning, and this goes on, and he ends up in a challenge with the evil leprechaun. And basically, they strike a bargain. So the winner of this challenge has to go, and the boy says, live on the shores of Erie. Now, if you speak Gaelic, and I butcher this pronunciation, I apologize, but Erie is Ireland. So of course the evil leprechaun thinks that this is where he's going if he loses. So yeah, no problem, I can do that. Well, the boy ends up winning. And then gets to inform the leprechaun that no, you're not going to live on the shores of Erie. You're going to live on the shores of Erie, Lake Erie, where his family's from. Now, he basically, being part leprechaun, did the same thing to the leprechaun that the leprechaun was going to do to him. Oh, God, I love divine intervention. This is divine intervention, the shade here that I'm highlighting with. This is beautiful green reflex. We're going to do our cheeks with this too today because I'm going all out with green. Yeah, so that's the kind of thing, you know, like that Loki-ish thing. They're helpful, but they're not, you know. And there's also all sorts of different leprechaun trap. Yeah, she can speak. Leprechaun Traps. You can set up a box and you put gold in it, and you know when they trip the thing, you're catching because they're greedy. They want that gold, but they'll try and fool you. Though allegedly, if you get a hold, like physical hold of a leprechaun, assault and battery, anyone, they're supposed to take you to their gold. So hey, okay. So I am busting into the Get Lucky glitter mix today from Lit Cosmetics for my lids. This is a beautiful, and literally it's the first time I've opened it, and I don't know if you can see that there. It is a beautiful, oh, I'm very farting all over. It's a beautiful little green reflex glitter. And the thing I love about Lit is they come in so many different sizes. And this is such a fine milled glitter. Okay, this is their daily wear glitter base. And you can use this a couple ways. You can go ahead and put it on and then put the glitter over it. But what I like to do for a little more control for me is to dip my brush in the glitter base first and then into the glitter that I'm going to put on my eye. And away we go. Look at that. Oh, I love it. So we're kind of going to cut the crease with this one. I just love this glitter. It's so bright. Now I'm kind of keeping it away from my lash line for now, and you'll see why in a little bit, but I'm going to take that up and into that crease a little bit here. I love this one. It's got kind of an opalescent Aurora Borealis type reflex, so it's kind of rainbowy, which is perfect for St. Patrick's Day. After all, the leprechauns leave their gold at the end of the rainbow. So let's talk a little bit about some other stuff. It's St. Patrick's Day. What could be more St. Patrick's Day than a parade? Oh, we Americans, we do the parade right. Like I said, in I don't think I even said it yet. In Ireland, St. Patrick's Day is just another saint's day. It's not like he is the patron saint of Ireland and all that. And, they may have a small celebration, but they do not do the green beer and corned beef and cabbage and all this other stuff that we do. In fact, just the opposite. They more likely to have colcannon or Irish stew than corned beef and cabbage, because corned beef is not even a thing in Ireland. Who knew? So in Ireland, they had a dish that was what is it? They had a dish that was bacon and cabbage. And that is where the corned beef and cabbage kind of comes from. I'm going to put the lid to my glitter. I always put the lid back on your glitter, because if you do silly things like spill it, it gets everywhere. They had bacon and cabbage, which is where our corned beef and cabbage kind of comes from. Now, this is another green glitter from them. This is called Lime Squeeze. I am not going to tilt this one because I already got glitter all over. And I'm going to put this into the corner of my eye just a little bit here. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put this over here in the corner. This is a really fine, this is what they call their size 2 glitter. So it's very fine. And I'm not putting it right in the corner where I highlighted already. I'm just putting it in the corner of my lid and up and out just to kind of blend in and give a little brightness to the corner. Put a little more glue on that. There we go. And the thing I love is that the glue doesn't really get contaminated with the glitter because it really sticks to the brush. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I got to shut up a minute. It's my left eye. So for the last of the glitter on my eyes, I'm going to pop open another brand new one. This is another glitter mix by Lit, and this is called Heart of Gold. And it's this beautiful little gold. So, green and gold, because my allergies are absolutely going nuts. I don't know if you can hear, I've got my heater on in the background because my garage is just like ice cold today. I'm like cursing Puxatawny Phil. I really wanted more spring than winter. All right, here we go. This is the Heart of Gold that I'm going to put. This is why I kept the green higher, because I wanted to transition from that gold to that green. And I'm still keeping it right off my lash line because I found that it's easier to put my eyeliner on if there's not a lot of glitter there. So that's where we're at on that. Okay. Shut up, put your glitter on, Colleen. Okay, so we were talking corned beef and cabbage. That's what it was. Yeah. So when the Irish immigrants came over after the famine, the potato famine, they came to New York, and a lot of them. And there really wasn't, you know, Irish bacon and all this available readily. They lived a lot of times in, for lack of a better term, like a slum, primarily near the Jewish communities, because they were both communities were kind of ostracized. They were not accepted into regular society. So the Jewish community had corned beef. Irish community had their cabbage, but no bacon. So corned beef and cabbage became an Americanized version. So corned beef and cabbage is very Irish American, not Irish. If you want to eat an Irish meal on St. Patrick's Day, go grab yourself a recipe for colcannon, Irish stew with lamb. It's all out there. Okay. Now I want to get a little more green up. So I'm going to go in with Emerald Estate and my kind of fluffy brush here above the top of this, just to bring that up a little bit. Trying not to move my glitter too much because it hasn't quite fully dried. That's not too bad. Okay. There we go. That's the top. Okay. We're not done. We're not done. I've already done my foundation and everything, but what I haven't done is my highlighter, and I said I was going to go in with that Divine Intervention and highlight because it's all about the green today. So I have this nice big fluffy brush. We're gonna highlight the cheeks with that green. Look at that. Ooh, are you catching that? Ooh, 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 ooh. I love it. See, St. Patrick's Day is one of those days where you can go like hog wild with makeup and nobody says anything. So if you have never worn color, this is the day for you. Little green on my chin. Nobody's going to see my chin. It's going to be covered under a mask half the day. Okay, so I'm going to pop off for a minute and I'm going to do my eyeliner and throw on a pair of lashes, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I got my lashes on and I've decided I need a little more glitter. Is that horrible or what? So I am going to go back into my Get Lucky and I'm going to take this glitter up a little bit higher than I had it. So dip, dip, dipping, 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 and dip. And I'm going to just bring that right up there and out. See, once I've got my lashes on, I can usually tell if I need more something anywhere. And I think this is just perfect. What do you think? Huh? Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Okay. One more there. And over here. I think the Jeffree Star Blood Money is just the perfect base for this too. I really do. Okay, I'm not left-handed. I'm not left-eyed either, apparently, because I can never get these to look the same. There we go. Put that in. Nice and full. Pull that down. There we go. That's a little better. What do you think? Huh? Okay, so we're just about done. I'm going to throw a little bit of glitter under my eyes here, but I think I'm going to go with the Lime Squeeze, which was the lighter green, and a little round brush. Now, Lit does have their own brushes, and you can use any brush with them. I do tend to use their brush for when I'm doing like full lids and stuff. But if I'm doing right under my eyes, I like my own brush a little better. So I'm going to go right under here, just to put that pop of green under there. Okay. So yeah, so let's wrap up this leprechaun thing as I get the last of my makeup on here. A little bit more right there. So yeah, leprechauns and St. Patrick's Day go back a long way. And where the cross came in, where all of a sudden leprechauns became the thing for St. Patrick's Day, I don't know. I didn't get far enough into my research to be able to tell. Throw a little mascara on my lower lashes here, but it is just as iconic as the corned beef and cabbage here in America for St. Patrick's Day. Is leprechauns, green beer, corned beef and cabbage. Have a good time. Celebrate the snakes being driven out of Ireland. Not that Ireland ever had any snakes. It was the pagans he was driving out. That's a whole other video there in and of itself. So let's finish off this look. I'm going all out. I have never done this before. This is brand new. This is the So Jaded Velvet Trap Lipstick by Jeffree Star. It is this deep, dark, gray-green. I'm going for it. I'm going to put it on. I've got a gloss to put over it so I can contend with it, but I'm going for it. After all, it's St. Patrick's Day. I can wear green wherever I want, right? Once again, love the formula in the Velvet Trap. Okay, so I have the gloss here. This is in, I can read, Beaded Glass. This is my Beaded Glass. I'm going to put this over the top of this just a little bit because this has got kind of a greenish reflex to it too. You know what? Needs just a little bit more. I'm going to take a little brush, and I'm loving this Divine Intervention. I got to tell you, Jeffree, I'm going to have to try some of your green highlighters too, I swear. All right. Divine Intervention in the middle. Missed with the gloss. All right. So let's get the hair down now. I wish I had curly red hair. It would make my life so much easier. All right, so here we go. St. Patrick's Day look. We've talked a little bit about leprechauns, and I'm trying to shorten my Wednesdays down because I know they're kind of long and nobody really wants to watch them, especially when I ramble or I don't necessarily have my facts in front of me. It's going to improve, I promise. So hang with me. We're going to do another review on Friday. I have a friend who is part of the Saint makeup company that is a multi-level marketing type company, but she reached out to me and said, can I send you some product and have you try it? So I said, you know what? Sure. I'm not big on multi-level marketing. I don't want to get into that again myself, but I know that there are some people that do make a living that way or do bring in extra money to help support their family. So I have no problem reviewing that just to see. You know, you never know. There may be a product out there that everybody's overlooking because it's multi-level marketing. Does that mean I'm going to endorse multi-level marketing? No, but I'm going to give you my honest opinion of the product. Okay, so I'll see you Friday with that. In the meantime, happy St. Patrick's Day. Go catch a leprechaun or two.